So blue tangs live 8 to 20 years in captivity. Clownfish only live 3 to 6 years.
Oh, so Dory is going to outlive Marlin and Nemo.
Yeah. It says that there is a pair of peculiar subjects that have lived for 27 years.
I wonder who that is.
All aboard!
Hey! Huh? Oops. What? Wow! Yeah.
The camera.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to
camera.
another exciting episode of Where
Thrilling.
Streams Come True, the show where we suffer through the entire good and bad of Disney Plus. For episode 4, we watched Finding Dory, the
We definitely
2016
suffer.
the 2016 film by directors Andrew Stanton and Angus MacLean. I am your host, Collins, and joining me today are my lovely guests, Sarah,
Hello.
Doug,
I'm lovely.
and Cameron,
He's
too. I have him written down as Cameron question mark on this.
No, we're always drunk looking at you. We don't drink.
Yes.
You have to drink just to be around me.
That would actually probably be accurate.
Drink water. In Disney Pixar's new movie, Dory, the forgetful blue tang, is living happily in the reef with Nemo and Marlin. But when she suddenly remembers she has a family who may be looking for her, the trio set out on a life-changing adventure to find them. So, initial thoughts. Have you seen this movie before? What was your experience the first viewing? And now with the second viewing, we will start with Cameron and circle around.
I've never seen this movie before.
What?
I've seen clips
Okay.
from when my niece and nephew watched it.
Okay.
And then I just left the room and watched a much better movie.
That took a
Wow,
minute to
out the
process. I
gate.
was like,
You've got the dissenting opinion. You went out and watched Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. I know.
ooh.
That's exactly what I watched.
That kind of throws my comment out the window. I was going to say that he's the Jeremy Dooley of our group, but he
Yeah.
watches movies, so no, he's not.
He does watch movies.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like any of them.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not as bad as someone
This
else.
is
we
an
know, though.
anti-cinephile.
Yeah. Ooh.
Anyway, so my initial
I went
view
there.
was that this movie was, I guess it was okay for a children's movie. Wasn't like fantastic. But
Fair enough.
There was just a lot of weird stuff happening that, it bugged me. But it just kind of makes it just an okay movie.
Alrighty. Doug?
All right, so I saw it twice. Or this is the second time I've seen it, I should
Okay.
say. The first time I went and saw it, I was stoked to go see it because I had a girlfriend at the time. Naturally makes things better when you go to a movie. And I was also super excited because I think it was my niece's birthday was around the same time. So I was like, "Oh, I'll just take her to see the movie for her birthday present. Problem solved." So we went and saw it, and my niece
Wait, you
just...
took your niece and your girlfriend?
Heck yeah, I did.
Okay.
What a great trio.
She was fine with it. They were both cool with it, so... but no, it was really fun to take my niece. I think she was... Let's see, 4 years ago, like 3 or 4. She was really young. But I told her when we went in, like...
Heck of a
We all were 4 years ago.
Well, I go to my niece, I go, okay, a couple things when we go see this, you need to keep your butt in your seat
Fair enough.
because nothing worse than having someone standing in your seat. Do not kick the seat in front of you because that's happened to me. I've been the person on the receiving end of that.
That's the worst.
That's why we sit in the back row.
I don't like the back row though.
It's the reason why it's called the nosebleeds.
But no, it was really fun to look over during the movie and just see her eyes the size of dinner plates, just shocked and stoked about everything was going on.
Watch an animated movie with a child.
It's so much more fun.
Yeah.
It is.
So I watched
Right.
it by myself because I'm a loser and a loner now. Go from 2 people with me to nobody last night, and I did not enjoy it as much
Really?
at all.
Shocking.
No, it's the best movie we've watched,
By far.
but
bar
can
was
I get
According to the bar was set low.
can I get into specifics now, or do we
Yeah.
want to wait? Okay. I'm so sick of. Okay, we get it. You don't remember things, Dory. Guess
Yeah.
what? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got tired of that. I got tired of Marlin's just a dirtbag.
Yeah.
He was real actually nice and stuff in the first one. He's a jerk in this one. And I get
Pretty
it,
short-tempered.
You get annoyed and frustrated, but I think when you're dealing with someone who
We were saying that it
Doesn't-
didn't seem like he learned his lesson from the first movie.
no, not even a little bit.
No.
No.
And the line go over there and forget that's what you're good at. I'm like,
Yeah,
That's
you could have been a little more creative, I think. Personally.
exactly. So, for me, and I believe that this is the same for you,
probably.
saw it.
They're
This is
related
the
if you
second
can't tell.
time. Yeah, this is my sister Sarah. You may
Hi.
recognize her from Weekend at Strahd's.
Are we doing that again, by the way?
At some point, yeah.
Sweet.
That'll
That was a
probably
fun time.
It's gonna be
Oh,
this week at Strahd's.
just the whole week.
And
No, I
7
think we
hours.
talked about the next one is going to be the Bob's Burgers game.
Oh yeah, the Bob Burgers game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that would
That'll be fun.
that would be fun. So, we have both seen it twice.
Back on topic.
Yeah.
Saw it in the
Yeah.
theaters. I don't remember too much about seeing it. There were a few moments that I'll touch on in later of audience reactions to stuff in the theater that I remember that I didn't really react to this time. I still enjoyed it this time. I think I appreciated this storytelling and, of course, like the animation and the gorgeous water and all of that this
yeah.
time. Because, oh my gosh, like
Becky.
animated water just gets me going.
That's,
It's so hard. Hear me out. Hear me out.
You could have phrased that better. I agree, but you could have phrased that better.
oh my gosh.
get the new scarf.
When I was a big fan of animation when I was younger, and I remember watching the special features for the first Finding Nemo and how difficult it was to get the water to look realistic. And the water in this movie looks amazing, and I'm sure like in Frozen 2 and stuff, it looks even better. But
I want to see that. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
like when the particles shine through light and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it the second time. It went by pretty fast though.
It did.
It felt like a short movie.
I was shocked at how quick it went.
Also, the fish
No, it's about
worships
2
Sigourney
hours.
Weaver.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
That's
I didn't.
great.
I did not.
creepy.
I did not. That didn't register the first time that the fish in the movie worship Sigourney Weaver as if
Yeah.
she is their god.
She's
Yeah,
this-
that was a
this
little weird.
And I-
omnipresent voice.
Love it.
It makes sense. If you're in
And they're
that
all like
situation, absolutely.
chanting the rescue, rehabilitate,
Yeah.
release. It's like
Yeah.
it's a fish cult. Okay, now to you.
100%.
Get us back on
Well,
track, please.
I feel like I've seen it more than just the 2 times.
There's a track involved with this.
In your head, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
with
flat
anything
circle.
Pixar, it's something easy to put on. Like when you're sick or anything. Like Monsters Inc. is usually my go-to. But
Oh yeah.
Supernatural's
yeah,
mine.
no, this one is just. It's sort of an easy home run for Pixar. Like it's just the same characters, but focusing on Dory, who is obviously
An idiot.
the star from
Ellen.
from Finding Nemo
Yeah.
that everyone latched
Well,
onto.
it's kind of the same thing with Emperor's New Groove, and then the sequel was
Kronk.
Kronk's New Groove.
I
Yeah.
hate Kronk's
Sort of the
New Groove,
the
and you
comic
cannot change
relief
my
I don't
mind.
think
getting their
I
own
haven't seen
their
that in
own movie.
years. Yeah.
Giving a supporting character their own film.
Or Despicable Me, the Minions movie.
Which is a continual problem because like
It doesn't always work.
comic relief
I don't think it ever
character
works.
isn't as like
No.
fully developed, and they don't have as many motivations to do things as the main character, which is why they're a secondary character and they're the comic relief.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you make them the main character, they're no longer as a compelling main character.
And I will say also that they tried to make Marlin the comic relief character because he has the line when they're in the container with all the other Dory fish. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
they're
just
called.
pick out two.
Yeah, he just goes. She should just pick 2 and go home.
I
she's
did
gonna
like the
forget anyone.
dynamic.
I thought that was really funny.
I did
Yeah.
really like the dynamic of Marlin and his son
And
Nemo.
Nemo. Yeah.
like them together had some good moments.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing was when I first saw it, I remember the octopus just being a jerk.
Yeah,
Like he didn't have any redeeming qualities.
He
was,
likes to. He
he
seems
was
like he
the
wants to
bad
get
guy.
out of that movie as soon as possible.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
We
in
thought that it was voiced by Frasier for a bit just because of how he acted.
Yeah.
He acted. Not Frasier.
But this one it was more of like, no, he is a good guy. He just doesn't want to
Yeah.
go back to the ocean. Like that's his deal. He doesn't want to live in the ocean.
Maybe he's
He has
scared
PTSD.
of those big open spaces. Yeah.
He's
I
also
don't
scared of fingers though too.
know. Yeah. It was good. It hits all the right notes for a Pixar children's animated movie.
Yeah.
It's funny. It doesn't do anything groundbreaking.
No,
It
not
absolutely
really.
didn't do anything groundbreaking.
I think
In my
its
opinion.
its main shtick of her forgetting is sort of debilitates the plot moving forward a little
That's-
bit.
yeah,
That's something that occurred to me midway through is that they tried to treat her mental illness in a genuine way at times, but then still played it off as a joke at other times. Which I don't know how I felt about that. Like they should have like either kept her as the comic relief with that, or like if you actually want to like dive into what it's like living with short-term memory loss,
Yeah.
then like do that. But No, but it's still funny because she's forgetting things.
okay.
Yeah, there are a few times in there where I was watching and I was like, wow, I really, kind of feel for Dory because of how, they really kind of, I guess not really, but they kind of explored that whole short-term memory loss kind of thing and how it kind of affects them.
Yeah.
But then, of course, she just went back to being a comic relief.
Yeah. So, a quick question:
Yes,
what's cuter, Baby
Okay.
Dory or Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
I think Baby Dory.
I mean,
Okay.
I love the voice.
it's a
Baby Yoda, but
compelling.
Baby Dory's voice is cute.
Baby Yoda with
she's-
Baby Dory's voice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If Baby Yoda could
Mind
talk,
blown.
I think he would sound like Baby
Mind
Dory.
blown right
Yeah.
there, though. But like
Yeah.
Dory,
talking
like,
backwards and stuff. Oh,
she is really cute
She
when
is-
she's like going after shells.
Is
Yeah.
Baby
Sand is squishy. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
that is so cute.
she's
Yeah.
freaking adorable.
is Baby Dory also voiced by Ellen?
I think like
don't think so.
the mid-age
Okay, so
Dory,
the-
the teenager Dory. I
the
think
shorter,
is.
the shorter synopsis I found is shorter and a lot more concise, but it does not have any of the cast names attached to it, which is
the other thing. So when she,
oh no, yeah, young Dory is voiced by Sloane Murray.
who's that?
I don't know, she doesn't have a picture, so I assume she doesn't have that many
Some
credits.
voice actress.
And I was surprised. I believe that Nemo is voiced by the same actor.
Sloane
Who?
Murray.
No, Nemo.
Child actor.
Hayden Rollins. I believe it's the same
Yeah,
actor.
I looked him up. He's not been in
Anything
much.
since?
Maybe one or two.
Which, I mean, good job for him of being able to
Yeah.
recreate his voice from when he
No,
was
absolutely.
like 10 years
Yeah,
or so younger.
That's awesome.
I don't think I could.
How far apart were these two movies?
They're about 10 years.
Yeah.
06 to 16.
that's-
Well, who
Pretty-
knows when they recorded them though? 'Cause
True.
It could have
Yeah.
been like,
Because it takes about 5-ish years to make a Pixar film.
yeah.
Okay, but like in the process, what do they do first? They animate first, or they
They record first.
line?
Yeah.
They record first.
Then,
Yeah.
then based on the performance, they
animate it?
animate
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, okay, 5 years. So 2011 is when they recorded the lines for Finding Dory, but 2001 must have been when they recorded the lines for Finding Nemo. So
Yeah.
you still have a
Really
10-year gap.
You saw a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basic math, guys.
I mean, Nemo is 1 year older, which you can. But
Yeah.
he does sound remarkably similar.
He does sound similar. I mean, it is a credit to having a voice actor voice a character instead of just getting a celebrity cast, which,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from
also
Ellen
sound
DeGeneres.
design, though,
aside
too.
from Ellen DeGeneres, pretty much everyone in this movie is a voice
Well,
actor.
no.
Except for, I mean, Idris Elba is in it.
Ed
Idris
O'Neill.
Elba's in
Tyrell
it.
Bank.
Who does he play?
He plays one of the seals. He plays the bigger seal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you
didn't know
can-
I
that.
saw him and I was like,
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't pay attention to the credits. I scrubbed past the credits to the end credit scene, and that was
You know-
it was game over.
I think most of the top billing cast are actually
Celebrities.
celebrities, just not ones that you know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I assumed too much.
Ed O'Neill and Ty Burrell are both from Modern Family, which you've never seen.
No, I haven't.
That's okay. You're not missing.
His picture looks
Diane
like
Keaton
Jerry
and Eugene
Holkins.
Levy are people our parents would probably know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. The story begins with
Wait.
Dory, a regal blue tang, gets separated from her parents, Jenny and Charlie, as a child. She grows up. Dory attempts to search for them, but gradually forgets them due to her short-term memory loss. In a flashback
Such a sad.
from Finding Nemo, so we get a scene from Finding Nemo. She joins Marlin, a clownfish looking for his missing son Nemo, after accidentally swimming into him. Beginning of the movie. I like that it started with the flashback. I forgot that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was my
really
pause.
confused, too.
Sorry.
I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. No,
Pause.
that montage of her slowly forgetting things
Yeah.
was really sad.
Okay, but she has short-term memory.
Okay.
At
I-
that
I
point,
knew we
you
were-
are in the long term.
Yeah.
Okay, we're okay.
Is that why she's
I do
able
have
to
an
remember?
article.
Yeah, we
You
did
did research
research
on
this.
this. Okay.
Yes.
I do.
'Cause
See,
it's
this is
confusing.
why I wish I got to hang out with you guys to watch this movie instead of by myself playing
We
freaking
paused
Batman
the
and watching
movie
the movie.
to research this because we wanted to go
Watch-
through the movie,
go through the movie knowing what
understanding it.
Okay.
So, from a certain perspective,
From a
there
certain
is
point of view.
Well, I actually believe
Star Wars.
No.
that short-term memory loss is most often the inability to create new short-term memories,
It's
to
like
create
your,
new
your
memories.
RAM sucks.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It can be partially damaged
My RAM sucks too.
or like completely destroyed, like in 50 First States, how she has no ability to create new
that
memories.
would be exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But she seems to be able to, like, with repetition, like, remember
It'll
things.
Yeah, like she's able to
itself.
say, I have
Yeah.
memory loss.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said that a lot of her memories were recalled with subjects or with
Like
phrases.
sensory
Like they're
input.
triggered or
Trigger
something?
phrases, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that's how people
So-
with this condition can form new memories.
Think of it as you have a person standing on two edges of a cliff.
You want to go stand on the cliff with me?
And one side of the cliff is short-term memory, and the other side of the cliff is long-term memory.
Okay.
And the memories are just balls that they're tossing back and forth between each other, and there's a chasm in between.
Yeah.
With this, one has bad aim, and the other one can't throw hard enough.
Okay, so Cameron's on the side that has bad aim.
So
I can-
sometimes they're able to short term is able to go to long term. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it gets there, but then it gets lost.
Or he
and
misses.
sometimes it's not able to come back. So like she has those long term memories, but her short term memory is not able to recall them.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Or
She's
vice
not
versa.
able to
Form.
create those new.
Like how she's
It's not able to make it across
How
that
she's
gap.
how she's not able to remember simple directions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it seems like in the movie that they're getting right is that it's just sort
Is
of
how it works.
faulty wiring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's still played for laughs.
How she got zapped going, like, trying to talk to them at, like, 5 in the morning or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She wakes up, hey, guys.
Their home
anemone or whatever.
and her home, which is the same as her home in the aquarium. Funnily
Which
Oh,
enough.
was
I
it?
thought looked like a
You
brain.
thought it was symbolism because it
I
looked
thought
like a
it
brain.
was a symbol,
A
but
bro- a
he
broken brain?
vehemently disagrees.
I thought you were messing with me when you
No,
were saying that.
I genuinely believe it is a symbol, and I
Okay.
will look
Well,
up.
it is.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I would just like to say that Blue Tang's habitat is a coral reef, not specifically the one used in the movie, so my point stands.
Oh, your point stands.
And we're back.
We continue.
We were.
Right.
No.
1 year.
Our
one-
tangents went real bad.
Yeah, it's a bad day. You're supposed to stop this from happening. 1 year after meeting
Where this happens.
You shush. 1 year after meeting Marlin and Nemo, so events of the first movie, Dory is living with them on their reef. One day, Dory has a flashback and remembers her parents. She decides to look for them, but her memory problem is an obstacle. She suddenly remembers that they lived at the Jewel of Morro Bay, California, across the ocean when Nemo mentions the name. So,
Isn't there something that triggers her
I think it was a
memory of her
seashell.
parents? Yeah.
It was the
So
seashell.
it's
Seashell.
it's like those subjects that recall.
It was a trigger, yeah.
Trigger.
Which, okay.
oh, it's because she decides to become a teacher's aide for
Yeah.
everyone, and Marlin just throws the guy under the bus because
Yeah.
he doesn't want her to go to class anymore because she disrupts class, and he's trying to explain it to her, and she's thinking, oh no, I'm the teacher's aide now. I'm
Oh
gonna go
my
help. He's like,
gosh.
all right, just go.
The
Just passes the
and,
buck.
and he's talking to her and saying like, "Okay, like I need your help." Da da da. And she goes, "Oh, and starts going. He's like, "All right."
They see the stingray migration, and all of the other stingrays sing as well, which I thought was funny because the teacher has like
Always
these songs that they
singing,
do,
yeah.
and then they're all singing. That's something I
Yeah.
noticed this time, and like someone. Kind of like there's a moment in Rise of Skywalker like this as well, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's spoilers. Where the
can
kids
just
are
cut
like,
it. You can
the
just
kids
He's
are like,
got Star Wars on the brain.
yeah, the kids are like, Dory, where are your parents? Do your parents?
Oh
are your
yeah.
where
Yeah,
are they?
I know what part you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
Dory.
yeah, and like
The blue.
yeah, like this
fish.
kid's like, hey Dory, want to unpack your tragic backstory? And she's like, I don't know who my parents
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other part. So I like the reappearance of the turtles.
Yeah,
Sea turtles. They're in there for just long
just
enough
long
to be
enough.
awesome.
Yeah,
And,
any much
and-
longer, and it would have been obnoxious.
Yeah, and he goes, "Hey, if you're gonna puke, man, just lean off the back and go for distance."
We call it feeding the fish,
Oh man.
which is great because
It was awesome.
Just- Crazy.
fish eat turtle throw up, I guess.
Fish eat
I wouldn't.
anything.
I wouldn't be surprised. Any sort of protein.
Any sort of protein.
I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be protein. It has to be
circle
shiny.
of life.
Which
Shiny stuff. They'll try and eat it. And then
I
it
had
hooks
I
in
had
the mouth
somehow
and they end
forgotten
up
this
on-
about the movie because I was
the beach.
expecting a very similar approach to Finding Nemo, where it's a trek, but this is more of like a convoluted prison break
Yeah.
more than anything because
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
most of the movies are in one location.
It's almost a heist movie.
yeah,
Yeah, they get to the aquarium within like the first 15
Right.
minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
which was
So when they got there, I was like, they're done.
yeah.
they're there already.
I remember going to the theater and sitting there watching the first time, and it was like she gives him her fin, and she ends up in the open ocean exhibit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just going, the movie's over. I paid like $20 to get us in here. The movie's over.
They made a good use of a good location.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
reused it. So going on.
I love how he inks,
Yeah.
and he's
We'll
like,
get-
gets
we'll
all
get there.
mad.
Yeah.
Marlin and Nemo accompany Dory on her journey. With the help of Crush, their sea turtle friend, they ride the California Current to California. Okay, so it's a different current. But to know.
What was
I thought
what
it was
the
the
current last time.
It was the
The
East Australia Current. There we
Oh,
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they were going from the Great Barrier Reef, which is only a few hundred miles off the
So
coast of
they travel more ground
Australia.
in this movie.
Considerably. It's
But they know
it's
how to
something-
use the
It's
current
something
this
like
time.
30
Well, they
times
know
the
a guy.
distance.
They know a guy this time, yeah.
I know a guy who knows how to use the
Okay, there's an
current.
article called "Please Don't Find Dory." Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well,
Upon arrival, they explore a shipwreck full of lost cargo, where Dory accidentally awakens a giant Humboldt squid, who pursues them and almost devours Nemo. They manage to trap the squid.
I legitimately don't remember that part.
It was a good
it's
one.
bioluminescent, which I don't know is if
Oh,
that's
no, okay, I do
scientifically
remember that.
accurate.
Yeah.
I do remember that part. No, no, not squid. I'm thinking jellyfish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So-
I think any squid that's a past.
I missed this
5 feet
part,
is
but
giant.
apparently, yeah, there's a moment where the squid
classification.
grabs Nemo and like is pulling it towards his mouth. And so that's why Nemo's so freaked out. So Marlin,
And that's when Marlin.
yeah, Marlin berates
Yeah.
Dory for endangering them, saying that
Okay.
iconic line.
Okay, I do remember the scene.
Yeah. Her
I
feelings hurt. Dory travels to the surface to seek help, where she is captured by staff members of the trio's nearby destination, the Marine Life Institute.
Which is actually conveniently where she needs to be.
Yeah, I thought it was nuts that there's a crashed shipping container just offshore of a Marine Life Institute.
makes sense,
That's
though.
probably where they might have gotten a lot of fish from
Well,
that.
but they also, you think about it, they have that. Well,
They've
what
got a
was
giant
it?
squid
What was
right there.
What was their container? Like a shipping container?
Yeah, it was a shipping container.
But they also have that bridge that's right there too.
What was the
So
what was the thing that we were saying?
off
It
the
was
bridge.
a ship shipping containers.
Yeah, no, there's a
Yes.
ship. Or-
Yeah, a
no-
ship shipping
Shipping
containers containing shipping containers.
Okay, but now there's a shipping truck right next to that shipping boat containing those shipping containers.
Yes. You all keeping keeping track of this?
No.
How many times can we say ship in the same podcast without accidentally slipping up and saying a different word?
Were there any good ships in this movie? No.
No. Not.
No.
I mean,
No
There
ships?
weren't
there-
very
Dory's
many at all.
parents?
the ship between Marlin and his son was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That
That's
was a
not.
good
I don't
ship.
think that's a ship.
It's
a different kind of ship.
Relationship. Okay. I don't know how ships work.
Now we're just
Wrong ship, that's bad.
now we're just ticking off Cameron. It's
Dory.
great.
Dory is placed in quarantine and tagged. There she meets a grouchy but well-meaning seven-legged octopus.
He's a septopus.
He's a septopus named Hank. Dory's tag marks her for transfer to an aquarium in Cleveland. Hank, who fears being released back into the ocean, agrees to help Dory find her parents in exchange for her tag. In one exhibit, Dory encounters her childhood friend Destiny.
Hang on.
Yes.
That scene took forever.
When they're
When-
arguing
about the tag.
Yeah.
It was like, just give him the freaking tag, please.
She all of a sudden become attached to the tag.
Also, why are the fish able to just take their tags off?
Yeah.
she was
Do they
like,
have
"Here you
thumbs?
go."
Okay, Pixar rules. I'm sorry.
It's not even Pixar. It's Disney
I don't know.
rules.
I don't
Yeah.
think she would have gotten very far without Hank.
No, absolutely not.
There was a good. It wasn't in this scene, but they had a good like meta joke about the fish blinking. Because
Oh,
when she's
yeah.
in the bucket with all the fish, she's like, "Well, how do you guys keep your eyes open for so long? Because
Yeah.
real fish don't blink."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really funny scene actually. Like, oh, good idea. Play that.
It's dark.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
So
though.
Dory, she encounters her childhood friend Destiny, a nearsighted whale shark who used to communicate with Dory through the pipes, and Bailey, a beluga whale who mistakenly believes he has lost his ability to echolocate.
No, that's a real thing. Like, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
You
You
good?
can cut whatever I say. I don't
Yeah?
care.
No? You have something to add?
But no, when Bailey has that fear of using his echolocation again,
Yeah.
because he got injured, I completely understand. I tore.
Psychosomatic?
Maybe I don't know. Let me explain this to you, and you tell me, because I don't know big
Sure.
words.
Okay.
I tore my meniscus in high school, my sophomore year playing football, and I had wrestling, a couple months later, and I literally in my head could not wrestle unless I had a knee brace and a knee pad on my left leg.
Yeah, that's psychosomatic.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's when you think you have an injury, but it's just
It's like
mind is-
a bad version of a placebo where
It's like
your
the
mind is
reverse?
convincing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your mind is convincing yourself that you.
Yeah,
So like,
and
I
it-
imagine that with him, if he had a head injury, echolocating would probably be very painful. So he
Yeah,
would just
no, it-
not want to do it.
Yeah, it makes sense. I completely understand. I completely get where he's
You
coming
got
from.
Bailey going
Yeah.
"Ooh," a lot in this movie,
Yeah,
which
you
did get
do.
annoying towards the end.
Yes, it did. There were many things in this movie.
I mean,
that
it,
were like,
if I'm not mistaken, that was Ty Burrell's character, who could be annoying to certain
Bailey.
people,
Yes,
like myself.
Ty Burrell.
who is Ty Burrell?
He is
else is
the
Ty
father,
Burrell is
the
father,
black-haired
the black-haired
guy.
father, my guy in
What?
Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Oh, yeah, Modern Family.
He
just
is
not
married
great.
to
Some
the
mess of
blonde
words
woman.
spewed out of your faces.
This is what happens when we're together.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Play
Have you ever
off
seen
each
Modern
other.
Family? He's the
That's
ma-
the one with that. Right?
Sofia Vergara. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
he's the main dad from that show.
Not the one that Sofia Vergara is married
It's like his son, right?
to. Yeah. He's the goofy one that's always messing up.
Yeah, he is the equivalent of Michael to that show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Know Sophia.
I only know from the
I
commercials.
only know
I wonder
Sophia's
why.
real
And then the
husband.
gay couple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the ones who stand out. My water's gone, guys.
Okay, then toss it over
Tough darts.
there. Awesome. We will no longer have audio issues with that. So Dory subsequently has flashbacks of life with her parents and struggles to recall details. I hate you. She finally remembers how she was separated from her parents. She overheard her mother crying one night, left to retrieve a shell to cheer her up, and
That's
was
so
pulled away by an
cute.
undertow current into
That
the
was
ocean.
adorable. That part was.
Yeah,
just
she
like-
sees her
loves
mom
purple
upset and she gets.
shells.
That makes you so sad, though. You're just like, she was trying to make her mom feel better and got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pixar, I hate you all.
Yeah,
This
they're
is-
really good at that.
Man.
Pulling your
Disney,
heartstrings.
there was someone who was talking about this on Twitter, how Disney has a habit of making movies where the parents are always wrong.
I wouldn't
And
even say
it's-
it's movies. I would say that's almost 90% of their media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Disney
like
Channel shows.
Most of the Disney Channel shows like all the movies.
Sweet Life is that
The
way.
kids
Hannah
know
Montana's
better.
that
The
way.
kids know better.
Yeah.
Always. But in
My
this, like
Mom's Dating a Vampire
we
is
had
that
some,
way?
Yeah, we had some like, genuinely good-hearted parents who
Yeah.
wanted the best and did their best,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
even
They-
with the receding hairline,
Well, you know,
which was hilarious.
I
They did
have.
that.
I deal with it too.
yeah.
I get it.
It's
That's why I'm
okay.
wearing a beanie. Even and this is a Christmas present for my brother. Love you, bro.
Nice.
Not
Love
that
you,
you're
bro.
watching
Nice.
this.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Marlin and Nemo, they attempt to rescue Dory with the help of two lazy California sea lions
Oh
with
my gosh, they were
um,
awesome.
London accents,
Yeah.
named Fluke and Rudder, and a common loon named Becky. They manage to get into the institute and find her in the pipe system.
But they have to get the
Oh,
bucket.
the bird with the red eyes.
Yeah.
They're like you
Yes.
have to sync
Or
with
something.
Becky
but
that
you-
was weird.
But they had to get the bucket from what's his name?
from the
Nigel?
Gerald.
Gerald.
yeah.
Does Gerald have a voice actor for this?
Blatantly, they just like okay with bullying.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
this rock. Like,
So
like
funny though.
obviously
It's nice,
a
huh?
d-
And he's like
a deranged sea lion who needs help and they're
very
like
much.
Sea
get
lion.
off the rock.
But that's why he's in the
Institute.
thank
No,
you.
they're just
Yeah.
outside of it.
Though they're outside of
Oh,
it.
they're
They've already been
outside?
freed, yeah, because one
Oh.
of them had anemia, and I don't know what the other one had.
Oh yeah. It's really funny when they're like, "Hey," when they're in the truck or whatever, and they go, "Hey, can you help us?" And the one fish goes, "Me help you, dude." And there's the big glob of stuff on the wall of his
What
tank.
what how does that happen to a fish?
I don't know, but I thought it
just
was.
It did give us the
Pixar.
good moment
It
where
was so
the
funny.
fish gets eaten by another fish, then gets eaten by him, and then all three of them get sneezed out.
Oh.
yeah.
That was a good one.
Played the Louis Armstrong naturally.
Oh,
Yeah.
that I don't
I
think.
feel like Disney's
Why did-
really been struggling with that lately.
I wanted to
with
punch
those.
something
There's an-
because there was nothing
like,
that
you
led
can
into
only-
Louis Armstrong right there.
Yeah, and I mean, and then in Captain Marvel,
It's a
they
wonderful
played
world. Like
"I'm Just a Girl" in that movie. After she says that line,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, Come, "Disney, you're better than that. Come on now."
And they ran that exact song for the new Doctor Dolittle.
Which one?
Yeah, the
yeah.
Dr. Dolittle trailer.
which I found very annoying.
Which? Oh, did they? I've only seen like one trailer for that movie. It looks cool.
Like this creepy song, which is
yeah,
weird.
well, they made it very like adventure gung ho for the new
Yeah,
Doolittle.
it
Yeah.
looks weird. I don't know how I feel about it being like it almost looks like a Jumanji where he can talk to animals.
I mean, that is the plot.
I-
of Dr. Dolittle.
Okay, we'll nip
Not
we'll
Jumanji,
nip
though.
Doolittle in the bud right now. Sorry,
It's a
we'll
story
take
for
it.
another
Man,
day.
we are
That's right. This
we
is
are
that.
We are pissing him off tonight. This is fun.
I don't know why. I'm usually in a great mood.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
it's
real
having
fighty
a guest
tonight.
on. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's having your
It's
sister.
a
sitting
good.
next
You're
to
a good
you.
guest though.
Do I need to give you a hug?
Yay.
This is
You
the
wanna hug
first
it out?
episode. This is the better episode. You want to hug it out? No,
Dude.
it's fine. We gonna get this?
See if I come on your show again.
Other blue tangs tell them that Dory's parents escaped from the institute a long time ago to search for her.
They didn't tell her that.
No, they didn't escape. They went to
Yeah,
quarantine.
They said they went to. Okay, they. I never came back. Yeah, that's Wikipedia being wrong again.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I mean,
Because
they
I
escaped
replaced this. I guess part of
where they
Yeah,
were.
I replaced
Yeah.
this right before it happened.
Yeah, you didn't proofread it?
I didn't proofread this. I mean that's part of the fun.
Anyone can edit Wikipedia, Collins.
Yeah.
Don't you know that? And then they need your money to stay with the lights on.
So everyone believes that they're dead,
And-
which
Yeah.
I mean, well,
And that's where Marlon gets the best line in the movie, I think.
just pick two out.
She should just pick two
I
out.
don't know why they assumed that they were dead, because either they left the institute or they ended up in quarantine and were released back into the ocean.
I thought they were like, oh, nobody. If they don't come back from quarantine, then they're gone. And I was like,
No.
if they don't come back from quarantine, then they went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
the whole point?
I mean, maybe that's.
I
The
could see that
SEALs
assumption.
know that
though.
because they're outside of the facility. Maybe if
they
you,
don't know that.
Yeah, if they're in that big circular.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's
well,
the only
but
world
they
they
all
know.
they all repeat the religious mantra of Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
But they don't-
rescue,
They at least know
rehabilitate,
about
and release.
quarantine.
They don't necessarily know what release means, though.
They're fish.
They think
yeah,
that it's a reaping
it
ceremony.
could. Well, it could be like it could be like in The Giver, though. When
I was saying cats, but
I haven't seen Cats.
Nobody has seen.
Yeah,
that.
why?
somebody gets sacrificed at the end.
It's because you've been
That's-
listening to Funhouse.
Yeah.
Why-
Yeah.
No, I've not watched that movie,
Okay.
and I refuse to.
But in The Giver, they
I only
have
have so many brain cells left.
yeah. I need to hold on to those. But there's the thing in The Giver where it's like once people hit a certain age, then
Oh yeah.
they euthanize them basically.
euthanize
but
them, yeah.
they call it something else. They have to go to somewhere where they can
Out
be
to
happy
pasture.
and run. Yeah. So maybe to them that's what release means is they go somewhere never to be seen again. They just don't comprehend that they're going to the ocean. To them they're just like, oh, I'm never gonna see him again.
Right.
The Sigourney Weaver fish religion.
Yeah.
That was a very convoluted way to say that. I'm
the
sorry.
Sigourney Weaver
I
fish
was
religion.
on board for it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Somebody was paying attention.
It's sad. So Hank retrieves Dory from the tank, accidentally leaving Marlin and Nemo behind.
Whoops.
He is then apprehended by one of the employees and unintentionally drops Dory into the drain, flushing her out into the ocean. Now, get your tears ready.
Yeah.
While wandering aimlessly, she comes across a trail of shells.
Oh,
Remembering
gosh, yeah.
that when she was young, yeah, this made me cry a lot this
Oh,
time.
man.
Same as
Really?
last time. Yeah.
It-
Remembering that when she was
All
young,
the
her
different-
parents had set out a similar trail to help her find her way back home.
Remind
She
me
f-
after this to tell you about the only time I've cried in a movie.
Okay.
Twice. No, I've done it twice.
Yesterday.
Done it twice.
At the end of the trail, Dory finds an empty brain coral. Oh, that's what it's actually called.
Ah!
That was a really
That was a-
bad high five. Try again.
I'm gonna blame that on you.
There you go.
With multiple shell trails leading to it. As she
I'd
turns
call
to
it out.
leave, she sees her parents in the distance. They tell her they spent years laying down the trails for her to follow in the hopes that she would eventually find them.
It's a good thing they're not edible like in Hansel and Gretel.
The trail. Oh yeah, the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, no, it is
That's
because
just
well, in Hansel and Gretel
Just
too, they used
her
pebbles at first. I think,
parents
or something. They used something that
are-
wasn't edible.
Her parents are just the absolute
I mean,
best.
Yeah,
that's
no,
a
they
level
absolutely
of
are.
parental dedication that I've maybe never seen before in a movie that they spent
Right.
Okay, and let's be honest.
like maybe a
how
decade
many
doing that.
of us would do that?
I
I know
think
I
I would have
wouldn't.
given up.
I would've.
after a
I would've
certain
given
point.
up.
I
Yeah.
absolutely would have.
And they were coming back with more shells to do it.
It does help though, them at least, that they don't have to worry about like they don't have any other
Yeah.
things to worry
That's all
about,
they-
especially
yeah.
where they're at. It doesn't like
They have-
predators
they have
can't get
food.
to them, you
There's
know,
no
like they're
aquatic
just
capitalism.
yeah, they're just kind of there's no aquatic communism either. Like let's be
It's a free market out
fair
there.
Well, that's Australia, so there's probably capitalism.
No, this is in California.
This is
Yeah.
in California.
So, oh yeah, it's definitely capitalism.
Ooh, I just got invited to
it's
D&E
California.
tomorrow.
It's off the it's the ocean, which
It's just whatever.
there's
Oh, you're right,
it's
that is
international
communism.
waters.
Yeah.
It's because
But
they're
They're
in a
fish, okay? They worship Sigourney Weaver, and that's it.
they're in a kelp forest, which is nutrient rich. So I would imagine
They don't have
They
to
don't
worry
have
about
to worry,
much.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the point I was making. Is they don't have to worry about
Exactly.
much.
So they're
They just make
able
their
to dedicate their
oblations to
time to
Sigourney
just
Weaver.
keep
yeah,
doing that.
exactly. They just
Once
pray
a
to
week.
Sigourney and say we're good.
Sigourney Weaver, please let us find.
Please let us find
Dory.
release.
Because honestly, like, it sounds like a voice from heaven.
No.
Hello,
Coming down.
I'm Sigourney
Yeah, I
Weaver.
can
she's like-
completely understand that. And my favorite is my friend Sigourney Weaver showed me how to get here.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Thanks, Sigourney.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the
That's my-
subtitle of the
my
episode is the one
favorite.
where the fish worship Sigourney Weaver.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't know if you've seen the jokes that I've done in those so far, but they're
No, I haven't.
They're great.
they're going to be good. They were
Long time listener,
Yeah.
first time attendee of this podcast.
good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got some. If we have time, I've got some podcast statistics that are a little interesting.
Yay.
I'm not doing anything after this tonight.
So Marlin,
Shocking.
Nemo, and Hank
What?
end up in the truck taking various
So
aquatic
shocking.
creatures to Cleveland.
Hey.
Destiny and Bailey escape from their. What if in the third movie we go to Cleveland?
How?
Destiny and
Find
Bailey.
Dory's grandfather.
Destiny and Bailey
Who's
escape
suffering
from their
from
exhibit
dementia.
to help Dory rescue them, which is surprisingly easy. They just jump over the wall.
Yeah.
Once on board the truck, Dory persuades Hank to return to the sea with her, and together they hijack the truck and drive it over busy highways, creating havoc
Yep.
before crashing it into the sea.
Well, they have the otter cuddle party first.
Okay, yeah,
That
does
was
go on.
awesome.
Yeah, that was,
So, I remember in the theater, the audience had a massive reaction
Oh,
to
yeah.
the Otter Cutter party.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was, "Ah." This time, I was like, oh, that's funny. I noticed, like, I didn't have a reaction this time. Like, am I dead inside, or were they just
Absolutely.
not as cute the second time?
No, you're jaded.
I mean, it may be that effects have gone to a point where the fur doesn't look as realistic as it looked, or maybe you're
Or
just
we're
older.
just, or like, there's so much that's cute.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a
once you
cuteness
saw
over.
that-
it.
I've got
Dory
little
and
baby
everything else.
Yoda riding a speeder, being all like,
Yeah, there's a definite overload of cuteness in the world right now.
yeah,
I think.
I mean,
Right.
Baby
I
Dory.
mean, look at my face, guys.
still got me.
Baby Dory
Yeah.
was pretty adorable.
Like, it,
Oh, absolutely.
It definitely gives Baby Yoda a run for his money
Mhm.
that was like the best way to start a movie.
With Baby Dory.
with a baby.
Dory.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And, yeah.
Like that,
Heck yeah.
hands down, the best way to hook an audience.
Mhm.
Is to
Yeah.
immediately like, oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I have to
You mean
find
the
out
best way to hook an audience?
Ah,
But
Because
when-
they're
funny.
fish.
But the only fishing that you see in this quote unquote franchise is net fishing.
And hand fishing
Yeah.
apparently.
You do. Dory does get
Sometimes
stuck
it's scooped
in
more
a
down the line
she does get stuck in a soda plastic thing.
Yeah.
She does.
She does for a bit.
But I mean, like, no one is sitting there with a line, reel, and hook
Oh yeah,
fishing
we never
people
see
out.
that.
All they
I
do
d-
is nets.
yeah.
That's
I do
all they've
believe that
used.
when you're trying to catch a large volume of fish,
Oh, nets are definitely
everyone
the way to
uses
go.
That does
like,
make me think
commercial
of the
fishing.
just swim down moment from the first movie
Yeah.
that I think had a much more emotional reaction than anything in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone roots for the fish
Yeah.
towards
No,
the end of
people.
that.
Everyone hates people in this film. Or in these
Sure.
films.
Fish are brain
Yeah.
food.
Brain food? Is
Yeah,
that
you know what that means?
They have omega 3s?
No, that nobody I know eats fish.
Nobody.
Ha! Joke from the 80s.
Yeah, because they're brain food.
You got the amino acids.
So you're calling me stupid?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
I stole that joke from Red
just
Green.
the friends that you have.
Red Green Show?
Yeah,
Love that show.
yeah, it's from a wonderful Red Green Christmas.
That show is so
Yeah, it's a good one.
funny.
So they crash the boat.
killing
They
Cameron
crash the car into the sea, which is great. I wanted to make an edit of that with the GTA wanted level stars going up as they're driving it.
And then they hit the water and wasted.
Yeah.
That's good. All the fish are freed,
awesome.
which, I mean, most of them will probably die because they were being sent to Cleveland for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
were
can't
not,
survive.
Yeah, they were not deemed able to survive in the wild.
So they're just going to end up as food.
I mean, how long?
Hey, that whale shark's got to eat something.
Yeah.
What do whale sharks eat?
I mean,
Fish,
Do they eat fish?
probably.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that-
I'm not looking it up.
I know the large whale in the first ate krill. I don't know if that's.
That scene scared
And
the
sharks
crap out of
obviously
me.
eat other
Again,
fish.
such
so.
a good, yeah.
That scene was terrifying
Dang.
to me.
So Dory, along with her parents and her new friends, return to the reef with Marlin and Nemo. End of movie. Post-credit scene. The tank gang from the first movie, still trapped in their now algae-covered plastic bags,
So
reached
gross.
California 1 year after floating across the Pacific Ocean, somehow still alive. Maybe just eating the algae that's
And they were on the
inside their
top of
plastic.
the water too.
But the bag. Okay, so hang on. The bags are still intact.
Yes.
There's still oxygen in that bag
Yeah.
Somehow.
because oxygen will run out for a fish.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
that
the same
will
thing
happen.
as air. The
Yeah.
CO2.
No,
needs
that's
to
why they
be-
have like the oxygen things in fish tanks.
Yeah.
Smart.
to oxygenate the water.
Yeah, and they're not dead from their own not great product that ends up happening
Yeah,
to every living
fish
creature.
do have waste.
They
Yeah.
do. I've seen I used to have a goldfish years and years and years ago. That one time ate its own poop.
Good to know.
Yeah, it must have been
So-
really hungry.
Must have been.
Regardless,
Must not have
they
been
are
eating
picked
it.
up
Needless
by
to say, it died like a day later.
regardless, they're picked up by staffs of the Moonlight and staff members of
Yeah.
the Marine Life Institute. So
But-
happy ending for them.
I
I
would
get the
rather.
gag.
I'd
the gag,
rather
yeah.
go from where they were into that.
Or they're poked. Oh yeah,
Poker
oh yeah,
Cove.
yeah. That was. We talked about how Pixar hates children.
They do.
Because like Toy Story 3, we had that
Kids are the bad
scene.
guys.
Yeah,
We had the Poker's Cove in this one, which is a great scene of
That
just
was a
like
really funny scene.
their like eyes bulging out as they're getting squeezed by children.
And ripped out of the water.
It's
Yeah.
specifically like the toddler range.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in,
Kids who
in
don't know
Toy
any better.
Story 3, they have the kids that are like 5 and
older-
up that
yeah.
are like
The
really
toys.
nice.
No, they're
really
playing nice.
Oh, the 5
It's,
and up.
it's like
Yeah,
I jumped
that's where
ahead.
Barbie was.
two to 4 is the range that they
They're
seem to hate.
monsters.
Yeah.
Where they just don't understand how to be gentle and
Mm-hmm.
how to play. They're just destroying.
Okay, hang on. Tangent, please.
Tangent,
Come with me.
With me, yes.
You should give him tickets every time he wants a
Yeah,
tangent.
I should have to
It's like,
pay for
are you out
it.
of
Yeah.
tickets?
No,
Tangent
I
drive.
was at Target or Walmart yesterday, and you know how they have their clearance, like Christmas return aisle.
I've heard.
They had a Buzz Lightyear toy with a Zurg toy.
Whoa.
I would have killed to have one of those as a kid.
I'm.
Still selling those?
Yeah,
My goal.
Oh, yeah.
looks awesome too.
My goal is to
Film
one day.
realistic.
I remember being so envious of when these were coming out when I was working at Toys R Us. Is to have the collection that they came out of screen accurate.
Oh, like
Toys?
size right?
So like they're sized right. They have all of the features
Oh,
they have
that's
in the
cool.
movie,
The
and the packaging is
Yeah, is accurate.
the same. Yeah,
Really?
I want just a shelf of all.
That
of
would
those.
be cool. But yeah, I mean, this thing wasn't. This thing was probably 2 feet tall. Like, this thing was monstrous.
Yeah.
But so cool. I used to have a Buzz Lightyear and a Woody toy as a kid. No idea what happened to them, but I used to have them. Anyway, tangent over. Thanks for coming.
Toys.
It's a
Toy
good
Story,
one.
Pixar.
Anyone have any? Instead of going over everyone's best moment and worst moment because that will take a while.
Yeah. Well,
Does anyone have any like good or bad moments like as part of their final thoughts that they want to specifically call out?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, no, let's do it this like just instead of like your best moment and your worst moment, just
Yeah,
one moment
just
that you
pick
want to
one.
pick one that you want to call out, good
Okay.
or bad. I'm gonna just call the shot of where it pans up, not pans. I've learned this. Not everything is
do
a
this.
pan.
The tilt?
When it zooms out over
Punches out.
punches out. I'm sorry, over Dory's parents' home, and you see all of the shells going out in different
oh,
directions.
okay. Yeah,
That
that's
was
That's
such a
great
beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my moment of the movie.
I think mine was, Hank. No, not Hank. Crap. I can't remember anyone's names. The beluga whale. What's his name?
Destiny.
No.
Oh no.
Bailey.
Bailey telling Destiny when to go, and he's like,
Shoot,
"Not yet,
no. I
not
told you.
yet."
You
Not
can
yet.
You can have my moment because
Not
I forgot.
yet.
I had a moment that I wanted to say while we were watching the movie, and I wanted to remember it.
And then, yeah, she can. She can make her
I
own
thought long and hard
choices.
about this.
I'm changing my moment. It's when Bailey is watching the truck and he says, "Wait on, let me zoom out." No, when he's watching the pipes.
Yeah.
and he says,
It was,
"Hold on, let me zoom out." That's my moment.
That was
that
good.
made me laugh so hard.
But,
Yeah.
but when
That's a
when
funny
she just
gag.
like, you can't go now. And like he interrupts and says, "Go now, go now, go now." So then she jumps over.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be like those people just going, "I'm gonna die." Like I'm
This,
dead.
this
Actually-
fish is just going to land on me.
It's
This
a low
thing
key
is
reference to
ways-
Free Willy.
Good movie. Free Willy 2 was really good. I remember watching that a ton as a
I haven't
kid.
seen any of those movies.
Neither.
They're pretty
Okay,
good.
let's move on to Sarah's moment of the movie.
Which is not the one that Collins picked previously.
Sorry, yeah,
No.
I'm changing.
It
my
is a
mind
good one,
because-
though.
Because Bailey's saying,
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
your
zoom out
podcast.
is-
You can have
That-
as many moments
hilarious.
as
That
you
was
want.
really funny. Hold on, let me zoom out. Oops, I punched my microphone.
Yeah, it's sort of melds the lines of what echolocation probably is to be a plot device.
Yeah.
And when the truck goes too far away and it fuzzes out like a TV.
Yeah, I don't know what echolocation really looks like, but
Probably
what
not
is your
that.
what is your moment of the movie?
That was almost like infrared.
kind of, yeah.
Well, it's like the Batman in
It's like 3D
Dark
mapping
Knight.
almost.
It's like in Dark Knight when he uses all the cell phones in Gotham
Yeah.
to figure
Tri-
out
triangulate
what's going on.
things,
Yeah. Cool. Really cool. And they implemented that in the game very well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super
Side
helpful.
tangent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eagle vision for Batman. I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm new here.
You just have to, like, throw stuff
First
at it.
time on the show. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm the type
we
of
just,
person
like,
that I'll just
spraying me with
listen
water?
and forget to
Okay,
talk.
go to your moment of the movie. We're pushing
I don't know that
45
if
minutes.
this is a good or a bad. It's just a moment that I remember remarking that it was when my suspension of disbelief finally snapped.
Oh, that sucks when that happens.
And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just super goofy, like total shenanigans. When Marlin and Nemo are in the fish tank
Oh.
with the toy fish that are bumping into the side.
Oh, yeah.
When they're trying to get Becky because Marlin, of course, panicked and didn't think Becky could do
Uru.
it.
Or ticked her off.
Yeah.
He pulled a Marlin.
And so they decide that the smartest thing to do is to jump on the fountains to get
Yeah.
to the wave pool on the other side. And I was just like, this is genuinely really funny and just completely impossible.
It's a very like Fast and Furious kind of.
Yeah,
way of
it's
figuring out
just-
their problem.
Well, I mean, no, I kind of get it though
The Fish and the
because
Furious.
his,
I loved it.
the way he goes about doing things though is like very methodic, very thought out. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm the complete opposite 90% of the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm sitting on a podcast right now and I just
Yeah.
say stuff when it comes to my head and I apologize for that.
No, I mean the audience doesn't know that because most of it gets cut out.
Yeah. Well,
There's a teleprompter right
yeah, there we have a teleprompter right there that I'm reading.
Yeah, this is just for decoration.
It's just Doug. Yeah,
yeah,
it just says
there's the
Doug.
teleprompter and then there's the wheel right behind it.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
like someone holding it, like Doug talk now.
They're holding
Doug,
a
stop
whiteboard.
talking.
It's like, and then a really big one, shut up. And then he's holding a gun with the other
And
hand.
then another one. What are you doing? Stop.
Okay, Cameron's moment of the movie. I might cut out this segment altogether next. We'll see. Each episode gets progressively longer and longer.
I don't see a problem there.
Hey, if it fits on the SD card,
Yeah, might as well. Just don't let it die like it did
At
last
least
time.
like 2 hours on there, so.
Well, not last
Fantastic.
time.
for the amount of gigs I have?
Yeah, you got 128.
Oh,
Is it cleared?
Yeah, I cleared it.
Okay, because last time
Wow.
we tried and
Oh,
we ran
hello.
out
I'm-
last
yeah.
minute.
Technology.
My stress levels just went away. Moment of the movie. Cameron.
Is that why you're trying
You
to
got
get me to
another
shut up?
hour and 15
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I was like, I don't know how much longer we
Okay.
have. No, we're
Okay.
fine. We're fine.
My moment was when those the sea lions on that rock.
They were awesome.
They were just so good.
Off.
Yeah. Up.
When Gerald steals their spot when they
Oh my
leave to go see the thing.
Yeah.
Don't get used to it.
I just
Yeah.
love the part where they let him up on the rock and he's like,
Isn't it
it's
nice?
so- Yeah, isn't it nice?
And then to piggyback on that though, he says like careful, don't scrape yourself or something. He says
Oh,
something. I can't remember what he says, but it's really funny. He's like, don't scrape your butt now or something like that. Like
Yeah.
coming up on there. He goes, yeah, it's nice, huh? Off.
It's so great.
Yeah.
He's just got the dopey pail.
I did like how we didn't have the
Seagulls.
seagulls again.
They were there.
They were there, but
yeah.
they didn't make a thing of them, which I thought was good because
No,
that joke
yeah.
would not have been funny the second time.
No, and I mean it got old as a kid. I remember
In the
going
first
to that
film,
movie,
yeah.
and then let's see, 06. I was in, I think it was elementary school still.
Everybody going, "Mine,
Yeah,
mine,
exactly.
mine."
I remember doing it in class. I
It
remember
was
doing
the
it
prelude
constantly.
to Minions, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
boy,
it was
that was an
everywhere.
unfortunate movie.
Mm-hmm.
Collins, I think we're
We're
winding down.
we're gonna
I'm-
give you
I'm
some
running
film
low here.
some film statistics.
Okay,
The writing is a mess.
Stat me up.
Written by, original story by Andrew Stanton, screenplay by Andrew Stanton and Victoria Strauss, additional screenplay material by Bob Peterson, and additional story material by Angus MacLean.
What kind of story material do
Angus.
they need?
Lots of cooks in this kitchen. The directors were Andrew Stanton and Angus MacLean. It was released on June 17th of 2016, so a summer movie.
Yeah.
Gross earnings, $1,012 28.
made $1 billion?
Yeah.
Was that worldwide?
I do yeah, I'm going with
Okay,
worldwide
okay.
with these. Yeah,
I don't know,
1 billion,
They
28
released this in China.
28,570,880.
Why wouldn't they release it in China?
$1 away from 890.
I don't know why
IMDb
not,
score
but-
Yeah.
of 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomato critic score of 94%, audience score of 84%. A little lower, but
Pretty fresh.
first fresh movie.
So it's fresher than what we've had.
So I know where I want to put it.
Sarah's like, all right, well.
Yeah.
But just in case we have any dissenting
Unfortunate,
opinions,
yeah.
where
Are you worried about
would-
me again? Because I
no.
dissented hard on.
Did you on
yeah.
on Tom and Huck? That's what it
No,
was.
no, it was my mom's dating a vampire. That's the one I
Mom's
was.
got a date with. Oh, really?
Right. I
think
remember
so.
being
No,
very
no,
surprised
there was no
by
dis-
hearing
that was
verdict.
that was the first
There was-
movie we watched. So
there
it
was one that I didn't agree with.
It was
Yeah,
it
someone
was us
put-
wanting.
Huck.
We were wanting to rate Tom and Huck above Mom's Got
Yes,
the Vampire, and
and
we
I
disagreed.
and I was like, no.
You
inaccurate.
thought that
I thought
Tom
we
and
did.
Huck was
We did,
worse.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was
Okay.
like, what's going
Yes.
on here?
Sarah knows more about the show than we do.
As I said, avid listener,
first time
first time participant. Yeah. Yeah, I was very shocked. I, in the car, was saying, put Tom and Huck at the top, because
And then you heard mine. You're like, you're foolish.
everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong.
What is happening with Google Drive? I'm trying to get the.
It's loading.
Anyway, I know.
The Wi-Fi's turned off at the moment.
Yeah,
possible.
I know where I
That
want.
wouldn't surprise me.
I know where I want to put it. I'd say Finding Dory goes to the top.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hard decision to
No,
make.
as much as I, don't enjoy the movie, it was definitely the best movie we've watched. If that makes any sense.
I mean, the production quality alone.
Yeah.
Pixar.
Objectively, it's the best film we've
They
watched
don't make
so far.
bad movies. They make some misses. I mean, yeah, we have seen quite the number of special features, and they have to make a new engine every time they.
Well,
Like
that's
like
kinda
with
Pixar.
monsters, they
they
had to make a hair
refined-
engine for hair.
That's
and-
Pixar's shtick, though.
Yeah.
Is to every
They're-
single film they do something
They're
different.
pushing
with
the
it.
limits,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're constantly
What was
doing
the
that,
something
which is
different
awesome.
with Finding Dory besides better water, though?
That was probably it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
because it is so much better than Finding Nemo.
Adding a receding
Yeah.
hairline to the fish. I do think that was clever of having his marking make a little bit receding hairline. Anyway, we are ready for
Oh, are we?
the next wheel. Yeah.
Should we have the guest spin the wheel?
We'll have the guest spin the wheel. We have a wheel submission via email by Republic Reaper.
Dude, we
That's
ripped
a
you a
great
new
name.
one last time, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are our call. Who are we going to call out this week?
Oh, I don't think there's anyone we can call out this week.
I want to call out Kiefer for something?
No. You don't
He's
want to
not
call
even
someone
here.
out without them knowing,
Okay.
Without,
yeah.
like,
no one
without a
involved-
reason.
Okay, we don't have a call out this week, but
Like,
we do
like
have
last time we called him out because he was
Um,
supposed to be here and he wasn't.
right. The wheel.
And we didn't hear from you either.
Oh yeah.
That was the big thing. It's like if we had heard from you, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah.
And then the week before
You
that, we
ghosted
called
us.
out Cody because he said, yes, I will watch this movie with you. And then went, no, screw you guys.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
I thought about not coming tonight, actually, and just making you two do it. And then you guys call me out.
Wow.
I live all the way in Farmington, okay? I don't want to
That's
drive
fair.
up here for an hour,
It's fun.
but I'm here.
Probably the same time distance as you from Eden, I would imagine.
No, mine's 30 minutes.
Mine's, it depends on traffic.
Depends on
Yeah.
traffic.
And traffic
yeah,
actually
yeah.
wasn't that bad tonight, surprisingly.
It is time to spin the wheel.
Yeah,
This
we're
wheel's
back.
This week's wheel was submitted via email by Republic Reaper. That's a cool username.
That is a cool name.
That's awesome.
Is it the R backwards?
Oh, I wish. Sounds like a Star Wars ship. Anyway, it is a wheel comprising
a Star
only
Wars
of
ship.
Disney Plus original series.
Ooh,
I'm
get
so
some Jeff
nervous.
Goldblum.
Oh, please no.
Oh no.
No.
I love that show.
Okay,
I
if
love
we
that
watch
show.
so real quick, if we watch a series, say we get the Mandalorian somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much of that are we watching?
As many episodes
As a
we
fan
can.
of the show, I believe
In-
it's a time limit
There is a time limit, and I'm
of
double
like
checking.
3 hours.
3 hours.
The 3 hour time limit.
Yeah. With Mandalorian, we might be able to watch the whole first season. Because it's not that long.
I don't know how
Episodes
much
are like
time you guys have on this
half
break,
hour.
Like
but
3
I'm
hours.
working.
Episodes are like 30 minutes. And
Are they
there's
only
8
30
of
minute
them.
episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 8 of them, so it's
I
like
just-
a 4-hour movie.
I don't have free time during the break.
Well-
I'm working, so I can do it
We don't.
after.
Yeah, no,
work.
yeah, after because we next week.
I mean,
next week we don't have anything because we watched and recorded this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we
So I
have a week off. and then next week. So we're good there. Sarah,
You see my face just light up.
what does we have a Disney Plus original?
Go spin that wheel.
Go spin
It's got the logo on it, the version that we thought was good.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a good spin.
Did you actually? Never mind.
Okay.
I'll ask you.
What
I'll ask you
what did I
after.
do?
Oh my goodness, we are watching Noelle
Please
from
no.
2019.
It's a Christmas
It's a-
movie, Doug.
No.
I've seen this movie.
I've seen this
it's
movie.
not as bad as you think.
It's not as
It's actually quite fun, but you know what's going to happen
Where
at the
streams
end
come
from
true.
The very
It's not as
beginning.
bad as
and
you
I,
think.
And I hate those kinds of movies.
Like you
It's
know
a
what's gonna
Hallmark
happen.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know she's gonna do the thing, and the other guy's gonna not do the thing.
Can I play Batman while I watch this one?
Is this animated?
No.
No.
This
got-
is starring
it
Anna
does have
Kendrick
Anna
and Bill
Kendrick.
Hader.
I like Anna Kendrick.
This is
She's
the one
fun.
that should have
do
been
like
in
She carries
the.
this movie on her back.
Does she?
Yeah,
She does.
because
She
Bill
kinda carries it
Hader
perfect, too.
underperforms in this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's sort of relegated to the snarky brother,
Okay.
sort of the antidepressant snarky brother.
All right.
Okay.
I take those. I can say that.
All right. Well, I think judging by our reactions, we know you two have seen it and us two have not.
Yeah, we gotta watch it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting the second viewing.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you'll be on next episode.
No, because I have a real job.
Yeah, because you have a real job. Ooh,
She has
this
a big
is-
kid job.
It is a big
I
good
do.
job.
We
Thank you all so much for listening. If you liked the show, please review us on iTunes or whatever
5
podcast
stars.
viewers you
Even if
listen
you
to.
didn't like
We are
us.
available on literally everything that could get us on right now.
Are we on Stitcher?
I think I haven't done Stitcher yet. I'll have to check. But we might actually be on Stitcher.
Are we? I know we're on Spotify and
We're on
Apple.
Spotify, Apple,
Google. Podcast.
Google,
Does Google
Podbean.
Podcast, is that a thing?
It's super weird. I visited it once just to see what it was, and I was like, I would never visit it.
Stop.
I guess if you have a Pixel, it's already on your phone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the Apple
if you use the
Podcast.
Apple Podcast app,
I
I
use
suffer
it.
with you.
I
You
love-
can send reviews or comments as to the movies that we watch to wherestreamscometrue@gmail.com or hit me up on Twitter at Collins Blakely. Does anyone else want to plug their Twitters? That's not really a thing that we do.
I
but
have Twitter. I don't use it though. I have it on my iPad.
I don't
That's
know
it.
what my
Handle is.
it's
like-
like Sarah Blakely Offish or something like that.
Okay.
But I don't tweet anything in particular. It's
I
usually
occasionally
just
tweet about the show.
random.
Or you can
I don't
follow
even
Studio
tweet,
76
so-
at whatever their thing is.
Everything. It's just Studio 76 everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be WSU Studio 76 as well.
He's right.
It's
He's smarter than I
at
am.
WC. Anyway, yeah. Hit them up. Get them to, do their job.
Whoa.
Social media team.
Hey, I'm not on that no more.
They are actually doing better. They've
I have
liked
been
some,
released from
They
that.
have liked some tweets of mine that are completely unrelated to anything else.
That's hope.
But-
That's hope right there for you. Yeah, hope
And
does it.
like Peter Piper 2 weeks ago and Republic Reaper last week, you can submit a category or a search term on Disney Plus, and we will do that as a wheel. And if you send us a review, we will read your review on the show.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all for today's episode.
Boy, have fun editing.
Be
that.
good people. Love each other. Have a happy new year.
Love you all.
Enjoy this, the last episode of the decade,
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Yeah.
which
Episode
will
4.
probably be released in 2020. Now that I think of it,
You can get that turned around.
So it's the
You can
first
release it.
episode
it's the
in-
first episode of a new decade.
Nah, you could release it. By
Here's to another 10 years.
Oh my goodness.
Where will this podcast be in 10
Where will
years?
this podcast
Hopefully
be?
making money if I'm still involved.
And a landfill with E ET.
Anyway, that'll be all for today. Thank you for
Jeez.
listening. Cut.
Cut.
Cut. Somebody
Cut. Cut.
Okay, story time.
Cut. Cut.
I'm
cut,
cutting.
Cut. 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 Don't you dare. Oof. I went into a dark place.
That's good.